Hey guys, it's Christina. Welcome back to my channel, the one that I have not filmed on in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month. Who knows? It's been a bit. I'm sorry. The holidays are a really busy time for my family, so I was busy with holiday stuff and work, and then soon I start school. So I've been a little bit busy getting stuff prepared for all of that. But don't mind my nails. I picked them off. I'm sorry. Anyway, today I have 16 goals I would like to share with you for my reading this year. And I might even stop and chat about it for a second in between each goal. Who knows what I'll end up doing. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the goals. All right, so the first thing I'd like to do is read about 50 books, at least 50 books. So I have actually put 50 books as my goal on Goodreads, which I will attach below. So you can follow me on Goodreads to kind of follow that process. For this, I've actually created a TBR of about 110 books thus far. I keep adding to it. I'm hoping to have about 200 books to choose from, maybe off of that list. Probably not, but it's got some room just in case I want to read something that's not on my TBR list, if that makes sense. The goal is to be able to have several different things to put content on. So some of the videos are all content based. I mean, some of the books are all for content, but I'm excited to read them. Like, I bought them to read, but I'm going to use them for a purpose, if that makes sense. Anyway, number 2 is to complete one series. I actually, technically speaking, only have 2 books left in the Mortal Instruments series, so that's going to be the one I kind of focus on this year to finish before I kind of get into the next 2 series and then the new one that's coming out. So I want to finish a series, and then if I finish that series, I'll probably work on completing another series. So I also this year want to set weekly reading goals. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about it, but I use this app called Bookly. And Bookly, what it does is it essentially tracks my reading. So I start a timer every time I read. I can put the book exactly that I'm reading in, and it will keep track of it and like the pages I've read. And then when I stop the timer, I put how many pages I read. Well, each week it gives me a demographic that basically shows what I've done, like how I've read, like what it looks like. And if I can figure it out, I'll put an example of one of the past weeks I've had in the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The next thing I would like to do is to complete the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge, which I will link below as well for those who are interested in participating in that as well. It's basically a bunch of reading prompts, and so some of my TBR is actually based to complete that. So that'll help with that. So everything I've done for my TBR this year is actually capable of being like changed, or can finish a challenge that I need to finish, or is for like one of my next goals. Oh, actually it's not yet. The next one is to complete 5 buddy reads. And I actually have a couple already, 3. I have 3 planned thus far, I think. And I would like to complete more because I want to be able to build more friendships via the book community this year as well. So this year, I know like one of them is the Girl in 6E is one I'm planning to do. Dread Nation is another one. Girl Wash Your Face is another one on that list that I am hoping to buddy read with some friends. Participate in 3 readathons. So I know that eventually I want to do a 24-hour readathon on my channel. So that would be like one readathon, and then I want to do 2 others that aren't mine, aren't ones so I should say 3. I want to do one myself, but I'm going to participate in 3 that somebody else has created, just so that, you know, I can be a part of that like book community more. So putting myself in the ability to meet more people and all that stuff, because I'm not really the most social sometimes, which is a big thing I need to work on, but that's not book related. Another thing I want to do is read 2 classics. I actually have The Great Gatsby is one that I'm looking forward to reading for that. So So the next one is journal about books that I read. So last year, which I can just kind of, but you won't be able to see it very well, but maybe I can input like a picture, maybe. I did, so this is The Silent Patient, and then I would like kind of give, kind of what I would do on Goodreads, but on paper, essentially. And I would write about it, and then I'd kind of get an idea of what the next few books that I was going to read are going to be, which this next year, like this year, I'm not going to do this TBR portion. I have something else in mind that I want to try and do, but anyway. Something else I want to do is read 20,000 pages. I know it might end up being less than that, more than that. Last year I did 5,000, 6,000, 5,000. I did 5,000 and some pages last year, so I'm trying to triple the amount of pages I read. Read from a new genre. Okay. So I specifically enjoy like fantasy and thrillers. Like that's my go-to. And I've actually started this year already reading something I haven't read. Like contemporary isn't something I typically read, but I'm actually enjoying it. So I've already started the new year doing that. Reread a 2019 favorite. So rereading has never been something I've done. But I would like to do more of it because if you love a book, why not read it again? And then read all 12 of my book club books. So I host an online book club, and I will also link that below. And we have a book every month. This month we're doing, again, Book Better. This past week we read to page 80. Yeah, we read to 80. And then this next week we'll have a thing and then we talk about it. It's very open discussion style, so if that's something you like. I'm looking to add some more like book recommendation type stuff and different things into the group, but that's not even relevant. Next is read for 30 minutes a day. So far this year this has been a bit of a challenge. So I have somewhat accomplished it because some days, like average-wise, I'm equaling out, but I'd like to get it to like, at least 30 minutes a day. And so maybe we'll restart this next week on that one and try again. Something else is don't be afraid to annotate books. I watched a video by Naya Reads and Smiles where she read bits from a story or like an article about annotating books, and I want to try it this year. So far I have not been able to do it in the book, but I have a notebook that I've been like keeping my thoughts in. I have a hard time wanting to write in my books. The next thing I'd like to do is complete my TBR list. Now, I think I want to change this to my my monthly TBRs, because my list is so long that I might be getting a little too ambitious, but we'll see. Don't be afraid. Oh, wait, hold on. Complete the TBR list. So I have right now 110. Let me check. 111 books on that list. So I would like to, if I can, read all those. I'd love to, but we'll see. And the next thing is I'd like to really enjoy what I'm reading. So I'm not a person who DNFs a book if I don't like it. I don't even know why. Where did this come from? I'm sorry. I'm not a person who DNFs books. Like I read, and I need to learn that if I don't like the book, or I'm not enjoying it, and I don't have like question after question, and I don't have the curiosities, that it's probably not worth my time. So this year I would like to really be able to enjoy what I'm reading. So, those are the things I would like to accomplish this year. I have already written an article, or not really an article, just lists. Essentially, I'm just writing lists right now on Tumblr. So I'll leave that below too. So if you're someone who follows that kind of thing, you can do that. Other than that, that is all 16 of my goals. I know this is a very like blah-da-da-da video, and I'm sorry, but coming soon, I have some really cool like ideas and videos coming. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below, like the video. And for today's question, what is your reading goal for this year? How many books do you want to read? Go ahead and leave that in the comments below. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.